So let's do that quickly before I forget.
What do you mean, roll your relationships?
You roll the values of all your relationships.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Well, yeah, ours have a lot more than the regular ones because we've got such a weird group of playlist. And it's ones where we can definitely take certain ones and just assume in some sessions that they're going to be, instead of being relationships, we will just switch them on the fly to extras. So, like, say VJ happens to come up in this, we might be able to use VJ as either a relationship, or actually, it would make more sense with VJ as a relationship since he's one of the main characters. But if we have, say, Jasmine, someone might be able to use Jasmine as a
extra,
as an extra, as opposed to. So, like, yeah, because of the nature of ours is a bit different than a regular Smallville game.
So I'm kind of thinking about selling the super expensive magic cards I got yesterday.
Why not? Make sweet money.
How much would you get for them?
I pulled two $50 cards out of the promo packs yesterday.
Damn, son. Cash money, baby, all day, every day.
The question is, are those two cards worth $100 of fun? My guess is no. Sell them.
Oh my god, guys, what is up with the high rolls today? I was like, oh man, 16, I'm doing so good. Gabe is like, fuck you.
Hopefully this is just setting the
test. I did not
for the
say
rest of the
fuck
game.
you. I'm gonna take my 1 plot point or the shit I get.
Wait, it's 4, 2, and 3. So who has the what are your totals?
Gabe has the highest, and
18.
Tim has the lowest.
All right, so Tim gets 2, Gabe gets 4, everyone else gets 3.
Actually, I'm lower than Tim.
I have a 13.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, no, Lloyd, you're the lowest.
No, it's
No,
it's
it's your two highest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you take your 2 highest. So yeah, Lloyd's at a 16, Jesse's a 17, Gabe is an 18, Tim is 13.
I'm a big fan of Smallville, but I'm a bigger fan of relationships in Smallville. So usually my relationships are high. I always prioritize that on stuff. You always hold on to let go. No kiss, fire gun, real nice.
Okay, so as we left last session, we had Alice had fought Gabriel. No, not Gabriel. Alice had fought Wayland very, very briefly at the Steps into Hell, which turns out now to be literal Steps into Hell. And as I recall, we ended pretty much there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Generally,
Yep.
yeah.
All right. So we have. Yes, we have Vasily, White Knight, Gabriel, and Alice. So Gabriel had tried to heal Alice. Did you guys end up just going home from there, or does Gabriel and Alice?
Oh, Gabriel was about to go into hell.
Oh, you're going back in?
Yep, to figure out what's opening the portal, or really just to punch things in the face.
Oh, nice. So, okay, so are you? So you're taking some time to sort of study, to summon up stuff, just to work on what's going on in that portal to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Alice, you probably head home from there.
Yeah, Jasmine mentioned something about there's more information that we need to get, and I'm sure I got my marching orders or something. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So, yeah, either that or the Seattle University, something like that, to research or something boring.
Okay. So you're heading back, working on that stuff. So we'll start. Gabriel, you are in the you are in that portal to hell. You guys had the cave that had left into it, and the cave itself overlooks the plains of hell. You see the city of Dis in the distance. There are a large number of creatures. Did Wayland explain to everybody else the fact that since so many of the kings and presidents and such of hell have disappeared, and lieutenants, that
Yeah, he definitely explained that.
Okay, so yeah. So right now, things are fairly chaotic. As I recall, you guys had essentially dropped... You collapsed the cave?
I think we're going to... We didn't actually get... I think we didn't pull through with that. Instead, we tried to lock it and we couldn't.
Yeah, they tried to lock it, which failed.
I thought we did collapse it so that we
Yeah.
can
Did you
collapse
ourselves a
it?
little.
Okay.
I'm thinking that the cave was sort of collapsed, but you're able to get into part, like the sort of a darker part of the cave. In there, the spirits are quite a bit different. Vasily,
Yo.
you had been contacted, in some respects through some fairly odd channels. My guess is, and tell me this is how you're seeing Vasily right now, but to a degree, you have started to try to find out what happened to your technology. You've kind of gone a little bit into both the black market and some of the parts of the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have talked with Vinny Valentine, who is a witch hunter, and is working for someone. He's actually had a couple leads on the technology they were taken, and he does not know VJ took it, correct?
No.
Or rather, VJ is infected by it.
Yeah.
Taking it. Okay. So it's
And actually,
a
I
Spider-Man.
just updated the relationship, if that helps you.
Oh, let me pop that up. So it's a Spider-Man Green Goblin thing where it feels like if he finds out it's you, he'll think like you stole it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vincent Valentine has come to visit you, and at your work at was it Chelnikov Industries? Yeah,
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
or Chenikov, or it should be Chelnikov. So I got that right. It should be Chelnikov, I think, but Chenikov. Vinny comes in, and I'm trying to remember who fought Vinny last time. Was that VJ?
It was VJ.
Yeah. Did you get any strikes on him, or did you pretty much?
I know it wasn't going well, but I don't feel like I got my ass handed to me. I just couldn't seem to do anything to him.
Okay. So at this point, Vinny kind of comes in and is like, "So I've been told you've been looking for a suit," and he explains what the suit you're missing looks like.
Well, I'm looking for some technology of mine that's gone missing. It might manifest itself as a suit. That's true.
Well, if that's what it is, I just recently had a bit of a run-in with someone like that. I can maybe find out some more about it, but I need your help with something.
And what exactly do you need?
Right now, I need someone if you've got someone in your company or someone that you know that is a magic user of some sort. But it needs to be. It can't be fairy magic. It can't be spirits. It can't be something. It needs to be standard magic.
I might know a few people involved in magic, but I run a technology company.
Well, a lot of technology companies are going a little more afield. I need to find someone. They need to be somewhat powerful. They don't have to be world-shaking, but I need to find someone soon to help complete a project that my boss is working on. And once he's done, he's actually asked me to start looking into trying to help you find yours.
So what you want me to do is to essentially bankroll your operation, in a sense, and then you'll promise to get me what I want.
Well, bankrolling the operation makes it seem like you're asking for a whole lot more than I'm asking for. All I need is someone who's a wizard of some sort who's able to tap into the magical realm. I need him for maybe half a day. And I would say chances are Vasily is particularly with Vasily probably has some people that are able to use at least some bits of magic in the company, because you're developing some fairly high-tech weapons, and while the weapons you're developing are not magical, considering that has come in, large companies pretty much have to be invested in stuff about magic as well.
If only as a testing element?
Yeah, because it's one of those things that's out there now, and plus it's a possibility of making some sort of a weapon through that, either to work against it or to use it. If you can discover more against it, that literally costs nothing more than the personnel.
I might be able to send somebody your way, provided you promise to treat them well.
All I need him to do is just go someplace, use some of their magic for a bit.
Yes, but I've come to learn that when it comes to magic, it always starts out small.
It starts off small, but in this case, there's nothing dangerous. There's nothing beyond. I just need someone who can use it.
Well, I'm told you're a professional, and that you care about your reputation, so for now I'll take you at your word. Where do you want them to meet you?
He goes. He goes, it might be better if I take them, but if you know someone in the area or that can be there, he gives you an address in. It's where the Steps of Hell are.
Very well.
Which is outside Seattle.
I'll send somebody along. They'll be there shortly.
Okay. Yeah, in Maltby Cemetery in Washington. And you, like many others, have heard about the Steps to Hell before. Okay. So at that point, he then he takes off. So do you call up someone to send them out there?
Yeah. I'm going to call the director of my magic department, if you will.
Okay.
And say, look, got something a little unusual. Do you have somebody who can keep it together in the field, not a pure research character?
You're looking for someone with field experience in battles? You're looking for detective type work? What are you looking for?
I just need somebody who can keep cool and, handle himself out in the world. Don't get me wrong, I love my research boys and girls, but let's face it, they'd have trouble dressing themselves some days if it weren't for a professional, code of conduct.
Yeah, well, luckily for you, someone just give me a name.
Melissa.
Tobias.
Tobias, and a last name?
Where they from? Mensa.
Tobias Mensa.
Yes.
Luckily, I have a. He served 3 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's one of the. What do they call those? One of the contractors that we got to work with us after the war to sort of help us come up with some things. Tobias Mensa. This is
Was
a man
it Black Lake or something you're trying to think of?
Well, the contractor is also a generic name and essentially for mercenaries. And considering he is one of the people that is able to use magic, who was part of the army, part of the army pre-Cataclysm, and then the Cataclysm happened, and his sort of magical abilities came up, which actually makes them very well paid. And while they can go overseas and do that more difficult work, which brings in a lot of money, they actually find that particularly the ones with magical experience can make a lot of money, partly because magical experiments go wrong on occasion. So they're there to kind of use it under controlled conditions and things that might be a bit dangerous. It's easier money and it's safer and it keeps them close to home.
Okay. Yeah,
So
he sounds perfect.
Yep. So it's not unusual for them to be working for particularly places that are looking for either weapons, traditional or magical in nature. They work with them. So yeah, you've got a bunch that contract and work with you on occasion. Sometimes it's to test out the weapons, and they're a little sturdier. They've got a little bit more abilities. You can try them against magic and see what happens. He goes, okay, we got it. And he goes, cool, we'll send them. So, in that case, you don't hear much for a bit. I mean, it's not necessarily going to come up to you. White Knight.
Yes.
Who is it you work for in Wonderland?
I didn't make this character, guys.
No, it's fine. It's one of the things we got to figure out later.
I can say it. I have an idea.
Okay.
Why can the White Knight not be one of the Knights of the Round Table?
Is there a Knights of the Round Table in Wonderland?
There could be. I don't know, Tim. Because, I don't know. Well, it's either that or I work for the White Queen.
I didn't really see, Lancelot, Arthur kind of stuff in Wonderland. I kind of saw it more as the fictitious one. But
And one of the things we had talked about a little bit too is Lewis Carroll was a demiurge. Um, that one of the important things is he created a whole new realm of magic somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be separate from things like it would be separate from things like Arthurian legend.
he
Which
could
are
work for,
things that have been
work
around
for
for
the
a while.
White Rabbit, maybe. Or he could
Or
just be a
the
free agent.
Jabberwocky?
Oh, what about the White Queen? Because there's a Red Queen. There must be a White Queen, right? There's a whole.
There
And
is.
yeah, can I work for that? There is definitely a White Queen in Alice in Wonderland because I saw the movie. It was totally in there.
Yep, actually, the White Queen is a fictional character from the novel Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There by Lewis Carroll,
There we
based on a
go.
chess piece of the same name. Yeah, actually, she's actually one of the first characters to show up in the story. That's one that I need to read. I'm going to do that probably maybe this week. I'm going to sit down and read it. I'm going to do this real quick for you. If you want to check this out.
Well,
Okay, the White Queen, the Queen of Hearts, and some of the other. I'm assuming. Do we want to go with Wonderland being a matriarchy?
I mean, that's sort of what we
Yeah.
go. That's what we get from the novels. So
Yeah, that's what it sort of.
yeah, it's cool.
So
I'm cool with that.
the thing is, the Queen of Hearts and some of the other queens have found access to the outside world. There are certain people like the White Rabbit and a few others who have been able to make in the past the journey from Wonderland to the world, to Earth. But it's been, for the most part, a rare thing. The Alice's come through are drawn in on occasion. And Tim, was this kind of what you thought? Like when one Alice dies, another one takes her place?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So the White Knight is maybe in a position where some of the people in Wonderland don't realize the Alice's change, because the Alice's sort of come and go, and they're one of the people that can easily make that change. However, in the last couple months, you've heard stuff. The Red Queen, Queen of Clubs, or the Queen of Hearts, Queen of Clubs, and a few others have been sending out forces into Earth to kind of gain a foothold.
Oh, okay.
And one of the things you've been sent to do is to find out how they're getting in there and what exactly is going on.
Oh, that sounds fair.
Yeah,
All right.
because if they've got a way into Earth, the White Queen and such wants them too. Because there's a possibility of untapped potential out there, as far as they're aware. These, unlike the realms of magic, the magic, divine, spirit, and infernal,
Mm-hmm.
the Wonderland don't have as much. They don't have as much experience, and plus, I think one of the things about Wonderland tends to be they have a very, I don't want to say just different. They have a very skewed grasp on reality in some respects.
Gotcha.
So you've been looking
We're
for it.
all a little mad down here.
Yep.
Roll them
And
out.
this is one of those things that Alice is going to feel as well when this happens. Gabriel, you are close enough that you are also going to feel this. There is like a huge, like a shudder heads throughout the whole of Wonderland. It's almost an earthquake that takes place in the air. Something of a great deal of magic has happened, and it has actually happened in the area of the White Queen's realm. So you are, thankfully, one of the closest to where this would be.
In hell.
Well, no, it's. I'm sorry. Did I say hell? It goes to.
No, I'm saying it's close to where I am in hell.
Oh, you and in hell you actually feel like, again, that this big shudder seems to happen, and it's coming from the gate into the steps from hell. But you can sort of feel it come between the worlds, and the spirit within you. You can feel it's. You can feel it kind of get more tense as something is happening.
Okay.
So yeah, you're in the cave. You're sort of studying it. You're kind of contacting the spirits of the land, these tortured hell spirits, which is not easy to do, primarily because they're in some difficult ways. And you feel it's going to kind of come through, and for a moment, the sort of portal back into the world behind you weakens for a moment before it solidifies itself again.
I'm going to put down whatever demon I am punching and head back through the portal.
Okay, when you head back to the portal, and the White Knight, I'm assuming, are you searching for, searching for where is this coming from?
Yep. I'm definitely looking for that because that's important to me.
Yep. On your side, it's actually like, it's kind of pulsing through there as something is opening up into Wonderland itself. And you're aware of how portals can sort of feel. The temporary ones give a little bit of a temporary portal, if you're in the area, will give this sort of feeling. This, and you kind of know well enough, this is like a permanent portal being opened.
Again, what?
As far as you're aware, and like you think that everyone in Wonderland is probably aware something has happened, but as far as you're aware, there is no permanent portal between. At least there has been. If there have been any in the past, they were made a very long time ago. The White Rabbit might be the only one who knows about it. The White Rabbit and the Alices. But this is at a metaphysical level. This is some pretty foundational work changes are being made. So Gabriel, as you come up out of it, you see two people. One of which is dressed sort of for like a casual Friday. In some respects, like he's got some nice jeans. There's a nice shirt. He's got some stuff with him, sort of hanging off of his belt. And then you see a figure who has some swords on him. You see a variety of small. Like you would not have actually met. Wait, do you know Vinny or Vincent Valentine?
I clawed out his eye.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you see Vincent Valentine. Vincent Valentine is with this man, and there he is on those steps. Like you come out behind them. This is the portal, not the portal to hell that you just left, but there is another portal that is being opened. The other person who's with them is casting some spells, and from what you can tell from that real quick snippet you get, they're pretty utilitarian type of spells, or the kind of things that are fairly basic. But you can kind of feel the energy being absorbed into the area. Someone had discovered last time that the area here was like a battery, and was absorbing excess energies. And I don't remember, was that Waylon who?
Yeah, Waylon saw that.
Yeah, so like this area is sort of like it's like a battery, and it's happening. This is being sort of sucked into this portal that is being opened.
Have they noticed me yet?
Not as of yet, because like the kind of disruption that you felt is much stronger right here at the epicenter, and this is one that your guess is that magical creatures of different sorts for several miles will probably feel it incredibly strongly. Like it's like standing next to the speakers for the bass at like a Black Sabbath concert. Or Guar. It's just like it's making it difficult to sort of hear. As you see the guys like, it's fucking awesome, and Vinny's just sort of watching him as it happens. They haven't noticed you yet.
Can I just walk out without him seeing me?
Oh, to actually try to leave?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a roll. We'll see. Alice, you felt this disruption as well. What is it? Do you do anything? And it definitely has a Wonderland taint to it.
So I'm reading Dante's Inferno with a bag of frozen peas on my head, and I just sigh and drop my head and slowly walk out the door. So yes, I'm gonna go check out whatever this is.
Okay, so you're flying back to where you were from?
If I can tell where it's coming from, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to try to sneak out without Vincent noticing you, make a roll.
I'm sure. No, Gabe wouldn't do that. Give me a second. I have to find the Smallville book to figure out what he actually would do.
You know, while you're doing that real quick, I'm going to grab a drink. Be right back.
Do it.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll never see him again.
The whiskey gets him. Oh, please don't start that.
I know. Aren't you guys so tired? How do you live with yourselves?
Constant drinking.
I drowned my sorrows in whiskey. Wish I could teach my dog something useful.
Like taxes?
Or, like, fetching whiskey.
Oh, fetching whiskey. This the fabled pet skill.
But nope, he's just gonna lay in bed and sleep.
I think he's trying to teach you something.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was muted. So, Chris, what are you doing?
I'm looking through all of the special effects to figure out what I'm about to do.
Oh, you mean for using the magical, like the
Yeah.
plot point? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would say this. Like, what are you thinking about? Because we can, I mean, to a degree, we kind of know what special effects tend to do. So, like, what is it that you're thinking about doing?
Oh, I just want to, like, hit him really hard and knock him out, and then just stroll along my way.
Well, knocking someone out is a little harder than. I mean, you could teleport.
Yeah, I could teleport.
But yeah, knocking someone else gets you into combat, which is going to be difficult. I would look under blast and see. They might have something along those lines, but you usually can't just be like, "I knock you out." Hey.
Mama
Slice-
said knock you
Knock
out.
you out. God damn it! Don't do that. I just said that, you bastard.
He said it before you.
To me, it came out at the same time.
Well,
Yeah,
there's something like you could spend a plot point to try to encase a person in an object, and it doesn't be ice; it could be other stuff. But
Oh
an
wait,
ice,
I can do that with vines.
yeah, try to like basically encase them in the vine so that you can get away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the only problem is the trouble pool right now is still pretty low, so like his ability to escape is going to be easier now than it would be later in the game. He can try to get out, but it'll like you spend the power point, it'll happen pretty quick. What is your die for it?
My die for the vines.
Mhm.
D6.
Okay, so he'd be going against a 3d6 to get out of it right now. Or unless is there something else under plant control? I looked under blast. Okay, let me open up the physical book. It's a little easier to flip.
That is true.
Yeah, I love PDFs just for reading, but if I've got to actually go through it, I want the physical book. Yeah, so that's for blast. If we've got is plant control its own thing in here?
Yes it is.
Well, you can grow a large plant pod to escape a scene through the ground. You have different ways you could escape without them noticing. Binding a character, anyone but the target may use the vines as a D8 useful detail for the rest of the scene. Grow a large plant pod to escape a scene through the ground. So if your biggest thing is escape, if you want to bind him up, he'll be able to get out, or you can escape much more easily.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just use the plant pod.
Okay, so go ahead and spend a point. And White Knight.
Yes.
You arrive at the place in Wonderland where the portal is opening. It's in part of the rock near a grotto.
Mm-hmm.
You can see as it's opening, the edges of it are still a little unclear. It's big enough for someone to sort of go through. It's not quite solidified, but it looks like it's getting there fairly quickly.
All right, so I get on my horse. I straighten it up. Will my horse go through?
Yeah.
It's a false horse. I can unsummon it when I need to.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, there's only one thing to do. I'm daring. I'm just going to roll right through there. I have no idea what's on the other side, but I'm not about to stop. Someone is clearly taking steps. I'm just going to go right through.
Yeah, as it goes through, like even before you yourself have gotten through the portal, you feel it pull to the left extremely hard as you realize you're coming through onto a fairly narrow staircase.
Oh, okay.
Without a lot of room. Also, Gabriel probably notices you leave, or like just sees you enter as he leaves. There are two people that are there, one of which has some swords on him and a number of other weapons and a mask, missing an eye. And the other one, described as I said earlier, who's sort of casting some magic in there, and you can kind of feel the magic being trapped in the ground around it as there's some sort of battery device.
Wow.
So your horse immediately like pulls to the left and starts going up the steps. We'll say about this time, Alice. I'm assuming you fly pretty quick.
Yeah, subsonic.
Okay. So you arrive. As you're sort of arriving, you see the horse of the White Knight start to come up the stairs. Down below you, you hear, wait, stop! But it's a little hard to hear in some respects because right now that pulse of magic is so loud that it's difficult to kind of make out what people are saying, which is one of the reasons it was easy for Gabriel to escape.
So I see a dude kind of in a trench coat, and I see like Chuck from the Geek Squad, basically, and the White Knight.
Would be Chuck because like this is a mercenary. I mean, you see someone who military like still keeps sort of the military crew cut. Someone who's dressed sort of casual, but is also in very good shape. You can kind of tell as he's sort of casting some stuff into the area, and then.
How'd you guys like dinner?
Vinny Valentine, or not Vinny Valentine? Yeah, Vinny Valentine is your character met. Does she know him?
Not that I'm aware of.
You see a man with a mask, sort of behind him, who is basically in a combat outfit that is particularly well suited for lots of different things, sort of on him, including some weapons. Plus, he's got a lot of like pouches and stuff that you can kind of reach to fairly quickly. You see him as he got like knocked to the side by the horse that's coming up. But the biggest thing is you see the White Knight and his horse coming up the stairs.
So there's a gate there too? There's a second gate now?
Yeah, there's a new one in the side, and you can feel it as you get close to it. This leads to Wonderland.
Okay, so the guy that's casting the spells to open the gate, he needs to go down. That's her first thought. So that's what she's going to do.
All right. Go ahead and make your roll.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say, Lloyd, you see this as you're coming up.
All right. I will. I mean, can I? Are they above me on the stairs, or are they down with me on the stairs?
Well, you basically go straight past them. Like you kind of knock the guy who's casting spells to the side a little bit. And the other guy is calling after you as you turn and head up. It's very hard to hear right now because there's just this magical bass just heading through, which will probably sort itself out soon. But because of the amount of foundational changes being made right now, it's very difficult to kind of hear.
That sounds fair. So yeah, I'll ride on up, and I'll stop, and I'll open my visor and look around.
Okay. Yeah, and Alice, I'm assuming that you're going kind of balls out so he sees you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you see Alice. You see the current Alice.
Oh!
Heading, like rushing down towards the people that are sort of behind you. Mm-hmm.
As she goes flying, go met her, go, well met, my lady. It is I, the White Knight. Where are you going?
Busy! That's what she says. Asset. Okay, value relationship asset. Okay. Oh, yeah. Relationship and acid. Okay. Not my greatest die pool. Here we go.
Is anybody else amused by the idea of magical base?
I was gonna make a comment, but I decided to not do the thing.
Ding, 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 ding. Sorry.
Okay, so he's got a 14.
Mhm.
That'll go 1d6 plus 1d4 right now for the trouble pool. Oh, wait a minute. Am I thinking heroic?
Remember, the whole dice goes to the trouble pool. You don't step up.
Well, no, because I rolled the 1.
Oh yeah, you were the one. You don't get shit. We buy it off you.
Oh, that's right. You can buy that if you want for various things. Yeah, it's heroic where it can actually lower the pool. Okay, so yeah, what do you actually do to the guy, or what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna try to fly by and kind of just shove him to the ground to disrupt his spell.
Okay. It doesn't quite. You try to go him to the ground since he beat your. So your action total was beaten by his reaction totals, becomes a new action. He's got a 14 if you want to try to roll against the 14.
Yeah.
So you pop in, try to shove him down.
You need to roll again. Don't you need to roll fresh? Oh, you don't need to roll fresh. It's always back and forth, isn't it? Yeah, I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
It's always so hard to do that changeover.
Yeah, it kind of is. And it's weird because then Firefly has something in between.
Yeah. I have to get back in that game again. Try and remember how it works.
Yeah, I run into the same issue with bouncing between Fate Accelerated and regular Fate.
Mm-hmm. I've got both of those, but I haven't kind of sat down and read through all of them.
I will gladly run you guys a Fate game one day. Let me know. Carry on.
Cool. Okay, so you basically you're trying to like knock him down.
Yeah.
So as he comes in with surprising results, since you got an 8 against his 14 on there, the highest you rolled was so you'll get D8 D8 injured. So it was surprised. He's like,
why do I suck so bad at this game?
Yeah, as you come in, he kind of notices, goes back, and actually has to grab your arm and slam you against the wall. Your head strikes the back of it fairly hard. You see some stars as he kind of lets go, and he's continuing casting the spells. White Knight, you see this?
Yes. My lady Alice is being hurt. I cannot stand for this. I shall draw my sword and step down the stairs and declare, "You, sir, are assaulting a lady. That is not very chivalrous. I insist that you desist your actions immediately or face the consequences of the White Knight of the White Queen."
At this point, if nobody stops him, Vinny kind of comes forward, hands up. I mean, he looks like he's ready to grab for a sword if necessary.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, "We've opened up the portal to Wonderland. We wish to make trade with your people."
Trade can wait until after you've unhanded Alice.
And then, well, this point he has him because he hit him against it, but he kind of keeps casting the spells because it's pulling something from him right now.
Oh, okay. Well, if he's after hurting Alice like that, I am not. The White Knight will not stand for a woman to be in danger in his presence. I'm gonna come down the stairs with my sword. If he summoned it up, he can summon it again after I knock him out.
Okay. Yeah. So Vinny kind of comes up. Alice, I'm assuming you get up at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So as you stand up at this point, he's got kind of the hands up as you come through. Vinny just pulls out his swords.
Mm-hmm.
And did you want to attack?
Yes. I go, aha! And I put out with a weapon. How quaint! And I reach down, I pull out this long sword. I go, "Have at thee!" and charge him.
Okay. And Alice. Are you assisting in that?
I am going to whoop that sorcerer's ass.
Okay, so while Vinny's kind of taking on the White Knight, you're going on the sorcerer. All right, Vinny, go ahead and make your roll.
Vinny, go ahead and make your roll.
No, I'm sorry. White Knight.
No problem. Let me do this quickly. I gotta finish writing stuff in there first. So I step down. This is my duty. I have a duty to save Milady Alice. And I am being daring, so I'm going to use my daring dice for this first roll. However, because I'm coming on the stairs, can I spend a plot point to give myself a 1d6 high ground of what's good use of detail?
Wait, are you you're not going to do just the I win? I've got the high ground.
No, that'd be rude.
I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Yes, you win.
All right, here we go. All right, so I'm starting with a 8 and a 3. So 8, 9, 10, 11 to start.
Okay, so you come down as you attack him. He has a surprising 16 there. I'm going to take away. Surprisingly fast and well trained, which comes to action. As you come down with the sword, he has 2 smaller ones. As he's starting to sort of press you and looking for holes in your defenses,
Wow.
as he's coming at you with both of them. So his reaction roll is now 14.
Okay. All right, so I see him doing this, and I'm like, a well-trained hand. It's been a long time since I fought an opponent who could best me at fighting. However, I have the high ground, and I'm wearing armor. I'm going to roll again, only this time, instead of using my daring, I'm going to use my force. I'm going to spend a plot point and use my force armor as well. Here we go. I rolled a 1.
Take that plot point.
I'll take it. And that will be a 10 and a 5 for 15.
Okay.
As I slowly fight him down the stairs.
Yeah,
while laughing manically.
Yeah, not enough because he's got a 16.
Oh, is it 16? Oh, I spent a plot point then. I didn't realize. I thought I had a 14. My bad.
Yeah,
Then
14 was what we had last time. So yeah, I put it up where the action total is. I'm going to get rid of that plot point. So if you want to throw what your reaction total is up there.
Gotcha. Oh, I'm putting the wrong space. Idiot. Bam. Bam. Bada bing. Boom. Bam. Bow.
So you're essentially attacking using your force armor to just sort of walk through his attack?
Like, yeah, I'm fighting him. He brings his sword down. I'm like, puny sword, and I just knock it away from like the back of my hand with my shield. And I carry on.
Okay, so he sort of attempts again as he's trying to hit through your defenses. As I'm recalling, so he's got an 8 against your 18. With this one, I think, are you choosing to stress him out, or do you want to do stress to him?
I will stress him out because it's much better if I knock him out for me.
Okay.
Instead of just dealing stress to him.
Okay, so yeah, so as he's coming forward, you manage to just take the hits on there on your force armor, and then you just knock him into the wall, and he goes down.
Actually, no. I want to knock him out of the scene, and by knocking him out of the scene, I want to knock him into the portal.
As you, and he disappears. Wonderland or Hell?
Wonderland.
Okay. Yeah, the hell's the cave. It'll be a little bit quicker. It's easier to knock him far enough that he'll have some time getting back up. So yeah, he disappears into the portal, and then he's disappeared from it. Alice, you're attacking the sorcerer.
So yeah, I'm leaning against the gravestone, and I'm watching this, and I kind of look down at my sword. You know, I'm tired of being the biggest wimp in every story. So I get up and I go try to kick his ass.
Okay.
With the hapless blade.
I made a note for myself. I forgot to fix Alice's thing, but we can take some of your stuff from Heroic to make it work a little bit better, at least as far as the abilities and such go.
I am also spending a plot point so that when he rolls against my injured stress, he only rolls a d6 because of Weapon Master. He does not roll a d8.
Okay.
Prick.
Man, Vinny just cannot have a good day.
Take a plot point.
No, he can't.
I'll just equal it. Before he... Well, no, it's just a 1. Never mind.
A 13 against your 13, which does not succeed. So you said you hit him with what? You did what?
The Apple's blade.
Okay, go ahead.
Had it.
Yeah. Good motherfucker! Go ahead and reroll what you just rolled as far as to see how much stress you do to him.
Control up. So how do I do that? Shift up.
Just hit up. Yeah. Okay, so he's taking a D10 stress.
That's injured.
Yeah, if you hit him kind of hard and knock him against the wall, at this point, this guy's looking. He's gonna kind of.
I want to pin him to the wall and punch him with my other hand. I'm so pissed.
Okay.
Wow.
Punch him as he kind of goes down. He sees Valentine go through the portal, and then he stops. At this point, he's just kind of holding his hand up, but he's very clear that he's sort of outmatched as both of you are there. He's like, I surrender.
I need him in the balls and pull the sword out.
I lean over. I'm like, "Milady, I'm here to rescue you."
Thanks.
Although I see you've taken care of the weakling, that's perfectly fine.
So
You've done an excellent job.
That's a gate to Wonderland, I'm guessing, huh?
Huh, it seems so. It seems this whippersnapper over here is much more powerful than he appears to be. I would very much like to speak to him if you would prefer not to kick him in the balls.
As soon as he turns it off, I'll let you take him on. I'll let you tab him. I don't care.
That sounds perfectly understandable. I'm glad we agree.
Hey, what's this? Does he have a name tag?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Great. Okay.
Is he out or is he just stressed?
No, he's on the ground. He's like,
You, sir. I put my sword next to his neck. I'm like, state your name or forever lose your throat.
Throats are needed for things.
Tobias Mensah.
A pleasure to meet you. I am the White Knight of Wonderland, Herald of the White Queen. What are you doing opening portals to our realm?
I was told by my boss to come here and help that guy who kicked through the portal.
Who is your boss?
Vasily Chelnikov. Well, actually, he wouldn't say Vasily Chelnikov. He gives the name of the guy underneath Vasily.
Alright, he goes, excellent. Let's go speak to him. If he wishes to speak to the White Knight and the
Actually,
White
I want to know
Queen,
what's his name. Griffin.
I'll be his herald.
How about we use Griffin? Griffin is someone else's character. Griffin Donnelly. Danny's protege, Gabriel's friendly rival, works for him. So we'll go ahead and make that Griffin Donnelly.
Alright, cool. I shall speak to this Griffin of Donnelly, and we shall find out what's going on.
As soon as you close that portal there, Spud.
At this point, he's like, I didn't open the portal. And you notice at this point, the portal itself, it had been growing. It sort of stops growing, but you do see the edges start to become a little clearer and start to coalesce. And it's not as large as the portal into hell.
Is it something that's physical, like a mirror?
No, it's basically. I mean, it's just a hole in sort of time and space. It shimmers. It's one of those things that if a regular person walked down here, they would never see it. They might stumble into it, but magical creatures and such, people with magical abilities are able to see it. The same thing as you also. I mean, the one to hell is there as well.
I am going to try to use my luck control because there's got to be some finite possibility that it closes itself. So I'm trying to pull that percentage up.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll.
Now it's about glory because White Knight is being a White Knight.
Damn, it feels good to be the White Knight.
And we'll roll his relationship. Because it's a Portal Wonderland, do I get location or do I have to spend a plot point?
You get what?
I have Wonderland as location.
Yeah, you actually, because you do have more familiarity. You can use that as a thing right now.
Right.
Watch for the 3 ones, guys. It's coming. Watch for this.
Better not be. Oh, you know what? I'm spending a plot point to double my luck control, and if it fails, you get to add that die to the duel roll. So there you go. had it.
Fuck this shit!
Tired of being suck. Oh my god.
I told you.
Oh, okay.
Called it.
Hit 2
You can
plot
still
points.
beat it. That's a 10. You can still beat it. I mean, Trouble's only. Trouble's
I am
46.
okay. So of the 2 plot points, I'm only taking 1 because I'm making it a 12 before you roll. I'm at least gonna make it harder.
Okay.
So change that.
Why did you only roll 3 things?
I rolled 4.
See, he can't beat you. He rolled 2 6s.
So
win.
you made it. You made it 12.
I made it a 12. Yep.
Take another plot point. I'm gonna make it 16. And I'm gonna spend 1 of my dice in the trouble pool for that. So yeah, get an extra plot point for that. As you're trying to close it, it kind of starts a little bit, but then the power that has been built up, and for a moment you can taste it. There's magic which is very fresh, infernal, wonderland, spiritual magic. There's a number of different types of magic right now that has been recently absorbed into this area.
So this area just needs to go the hell away.
I will say, from an OOC perspective, like the one person with actual magic, like regular magical realm magic, was the one who was fighting Vinny last time, and was the only one who wasn't in the stairway, or this portal to Wonderland would have opened last session.
Oh.
Jasmine?
Yep. No, it wasn't Jasmine. Who was?
Eric, maybe?
Oh, I think it was there was.
There's
Oh, wait,
Jasmine and VJ fighting.
Oh, no. It's one of those things where none of you actually have magical. You're all from a different realm than pure magic.
Yeah. None of us are from a pure magic realm.
Yeah, because it's all magical things, but it's spirit, infernal, tech in PJ's case, spirit for Wayland, and I'm sorry for Daniel, and Daniel's also spirit. Thomas would have been magic, but he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Damn you, Thomas!
Did you take another plot point?
Yep.
Okay.
It's spent 1, so that's why it doesn't look like it.
So yeah, it's you can't close it right this second. It's like there's enough power that's sort of been built up. This is at least semi-permanent. To change it is going to require some time and probably a fairly powerful ritual.
What would it take to move it?
To move it.
Yeah. So we've got a gate to hell and a gate to Wonderland. I'm just wondering if we could like put them together, so that there is no gate to the real world.
That's one of those things that would require a lot of study, a lot of
Okay.
yeah. It can't be done on the fly. Like these kind of portals are either usually in existence or require a great deal of sacrifice and other stuff to make them happen. The fact that this is open is incredibly strange, unusual event.
Okay, so Sir Knight, I kind of think that the guy that you just kicked into Wonderland is probably the person to talk to about why it's happening, because this guy just seems to be hired help. So I'm thinking maybe we should go get that other person.
Okay, Vasily,
Yes.
you get a phone call.
All right. Hello.
Vasily,
Yes.
it's Bill Pullman.
Ah, Bill. Good to hear from you.
Hey, listen, got a business proposition for you.
Go on.
Well, how much have you been doing as far as studying the magic?
Well, I mean, I won't say I've been able to ignore it, and I wish I could, but there's a department that works on it.
How would you like to get the first foot into an entirely new form of magic?
Ooh, you have my attention, Bill.
There was a demiurge. Someone who created an entire realm of magic in and of themselves. I don't know how they did it yet, but I've recently gotten some confirmation that a permanent portal has been opened up into this. This is something that's been untouched You talk to a lot of your people in the magical realms, you'll notice that, unfortunately, a lot of the demons and such that are fairly easily called because of the amount of texts that are around from the Middle Ages, they're starting to disappear.
The texts or the creatures?
The creatures. And this is one you've heard about, like the different demons and such that used to be able to be called for knowledge and information, have started, like, there's many of them that no longer are able to answer them. They seem weaker, they seem pulled apart. Some may be aware, this is something that Waylon would be very aware of. They've either done what Waylon did and attached themselves to a host in order to keep themselves from being summoned, or their power has essentially been, they've been sort of ripped apart by the amount of people able to pull from them.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why Hell right now is in such disarray, because the people who lead it, who used to be very hard to summon, are now being summoned by like geeky high schoolers looking for information. Because for years you've been able to find that stuff online.
Yes, Bill. Some of the research I've been coming across is saying much about this, but I can't say I know quite why.
I know more about why, but listen. I'm proposing we work together. I can give you information about this. I can give you location. I can give you the things that you need to delve into it. And basically a tap of magic that, as far as anyone else is concerned, does not exist at this time.
That's quite the offer, Bill. Of course, I assume you want something in return. Friendship is great and all, but...
No, friendship is good. I need to know how to use it.
So you're offering me access, not it itself.
I'm offering you access to this thing. I don't have it to give you. It's not an object. But I can give you this information. All I want to know is the research, how the research is going, how this can actually be utilized, taken. What you need to do quickly is move to secure it. Because if you call down your different departments right now, what you're going to find out, something big has happened that a lot of people are going to know about. You need to take control of this. You need to do it quickly.
Very well, Bill. What do you know?
All right. He gives you the address for the realm. He goes, or for the steps to hell. He goes, I'm going to be flying out there tonight. I'm going to tell you a little bit more in person, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is the place. There's a portal that's been opened to a realm of magic that has never been tapped before. There are defenders of it. There's people who are going to want to use it. What I want to make sure is this does not become common knowledge. If it becomes common knowledge, magic is a finite resource for discovering. He who holds a new source of oil controls a lot. I'm giving you your new source of oil.
I see. Yes, Bill, it is very tempting. There are, of course, details that I need to know more research before I'm completely confident in this, but it is definitely worth pursuing. I will put my people on it.
Okay, I'm coming out there this evening. Am I able to speak with you?
Of course, Bill.
Okay. It gives you the address to the gate to hell, or the steps to hell, which you probably have also heard of.
Always this place. I just sent one of my staff out there.
Yeah, I know. That was one of my people that sent him. Someone have a car just go through their living room?
I've moved from right next to an airport to right next to the busiest street in Fairbanks.
All right.
Your realtor sucks. He's getting better, but that sucks.
Okay, so he's going to be on his way up there later. What do you do with the information he gives you?
I'm going to call together a task force of some of my brightest minds, including the head of the magic department.
Mm-hmm.
Layout. We are going to be coming into possession of some vital information that may change the world of magic. We need to gear up. Basically an almost unlimited budget. Pull the best and brightest in the company off of whatever project they're on. This takes priority.
Okay. So you get that stuff in there. Remind me, Gabriel, were you the one that used to date Jasmine?
Nope, that was my best friend.
Okay, oh, that's right. That was Joseph Wheeler. So you're back at home?
No, I'm gonna go to the occult shop and see if I can find books on portals and how to stop them from being open.
Okay. When you ask him, he's like, there's some stuff, but it's old. I don't know how much of it's still gonna work. And they sort of he goes in the back and is looking for it. And you end up looking through like a bunch of books. And after a bit, like you hear the pling ding as someone sort of walks in, and Jasmine comes in and sits down at the table across from you. Gabriel?
Jasmine?
I have an offer for you.
Does it involve going to fuck myself? Because that's what your offers normally entail.
Gabriel, this comes from someone I work for.
Okay.
You've got the knowledge, you've got the skills and the powers that you can be very useful. So he goes, okay. What we need is someone with access to the spirit realm to help us with securing a site. Now this would be the first this would be sort of an opening job, but it's one that I think you'll find can become quite a productive relationship.
What exactly do you need me to do?
The steps to hell?
Yeah, just got back from that place.
I know, I saw you there the other day. Was that probably yesterday?
Yeah.
A new portal's been opened.
Oh, is that what that asshole's doing down there?
That asshole is working for some people I'm working for. We have tapped into an entirely new type of magic, and what I need is your help to make sure that others don't come.
Okay.
And you have one of the most convenient abilities to do that.
Is it my social charm?
No, it's your power, it's your control over weather.
Okay.
Now, we would pay you to help us secure this for the next 2 days. $20,000.
Okay. You had me at pay me, but yeah, I'll help.
Okay, I'll be going with you. Are you good to go now, or she kind of looks over at the books you're looking at? Do you need some more time?
Let me just buy these books, and then I'm good to go.
Okay. All right, give me just a second. Use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll come back to y'all.
What?
I'm always building these guys. I need to work on this shit.
Oh, there's so much that happened in Smallville that I just do not know about.
Oh, like what?
The Weather Girls and the Wonder Twins.
Oh, pimpin'.
Oh, holy shit! That's Claudia from Warehouse 13. She was one of the Wonder Twins.
Huh. You're having way too much fun with that. Oh, my legs.
I have the attention span of an 8-year-old sometimes.
No, that's not true. 8-year-olds pay attention. Don't say that.
What 8-year-old do you know?
Smart ones. Yeah. Take that. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Why am I looking at this way?
Oh, my legs.
What's wrong with your legs?
Yeah, they hurt. Anyway, yeah, I'm back. Let's focus. Let's focus. Yes, gentlemen, how are you doing? I am slowly losing the will to stay awake. I might leave early this week. If I do, I'm sorry, guys.
Understandable. You have reasons to be tired.
Plus, I have work tomorrow morning. Oh.
As
Are
do I.
Are the rest of you guys there? Jesse, Tim, you haven't said a word in ages.
I'm here.
I was muted.
Sorta.
Jesse,
Yes.
you get a call from Griffin Donnelly. Vasily, we've lost contact with our person at the site.
Of course we did. Listen, I'm headed to an important meeting out at that site. Have some of our security forces rendezvous with me to, do their jobs.
Okay, so are you heading out to that site?
Well, yeah, to meet Bill there.
All right. Okay. So those of you on the site, which right now is White Knight and Alice, and the Mr. Tobias Mensa. What are you guys doing?
Alice is trying to convince me to go through the ports to go meet Vincent, I believe. Right, Tim?
Yeah, we need to go find out why they're doing this.
But I just got here. At the very least, can I have a drink?
I don't see a bar anywhere nearby, and kind of a big deal. Like, I don't know if you know, but if they open a portal to Wonderland permanently, they will drain it of its power.
Well, I'm sure we can figure something out to work between that. I mean, they cannot all be that bad.
They are all that bad. Like,
Alice, I've been a knight longer than you've been an Alice. I'll have you know, I think I know a good judge of character. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I've been out here in the real world more than you have.
Not by that.
I'm sorry. Calling it
Thank
real
you.
is not fair.
I found that very offensive.
Yeah, it's not a good term. I've been out here longer than you have, so I know how out here works better than you.
Milady, you are but a child. I am a full-grown knight. I think you find my knowledge is far more superior than yours.
All right, I'm going to try to convince him with dice. So
Go on then.
Let me get my dice roll here.
So where are you going?
I am trying to convince him with dice. So but it's not an attack. It's kind of just it counts the same.
Do the thing. I'm ready.
Yeah. Justice. Not justice, duty. I'm trying to protect Wonderland. Relationship with the knight. Assets don't really work, but I will roll in Wonderland.
So what are you trying to do again?
I'm trying to convince him that he needs to go to Wonderland with me and get Vinnie Valentine and beat the answers out of him.
Okay.
I know you have a lot of experience, but you don't. That experience isn't in this area. Mine is. You gotta trust me.
Tornado or blizzard?
I was muted. That's why you couldn't hear me. I think I'm going to give in. I think with the way she is and the way she's speaking, even though I'm fully like, well, I can go explore it, see what this world is like. She is right, and I should probably go back and do my duty, whether I like it or not. So, and also she's a woman, and I need to listen to her because it's chivalry. So I sigh and I go, fine. We shall venture forth, Alice, and speak to this. What's his name?
I don't know his name. Clown in a trench coat?
Yes. A terrible choice of clothes, I say.
Yeah. Trench coat guy. Let's just call him that.
Trench coat, man. Trench coat. Sounds like turncoat.
I think we should bring this guy with, too. Point to Tobias.
Who's been hurt by his Mensa. He's like, man, like, I just met him, like, a little bit ago.
You're a poor judge of character.
Tobias, you seem like a very excellent man, especially since you decided not to harm the lady. I can respect that. Bestie? Woo! And my horse is coming down.
I feel the back of my head where the knot is. Like, I don't know about that.
I'm like, oh yeah, good point. Oh. Never mind. I call the horse down, and then I jump back on it, and I offer a hand to Tobias and the lady. Come, we must ride to Wonderland.
I can... Oh, whatever. I get on.
And I'll grab Tobias as well, and then I shall ride to the portal.
Okay. You ride through the portal, and as you know, time can be a little bit different on the other side of a portal. So we have Jasmine, Vasily, and Gabriel kind of all end up arriving at the place. So when you get there, Gabriel, there's no one there. The people you saw earlier are gone. The portal, however, has essentially solidified itself. Maybe not as big as it could have been, but it is there.
So I look at Jasmine, I'm like, so all I have to do is keep people from getting in there, right?
Yeah, what we need to do is make sure that other people don't get... the other people are not able to actually come here and become a part of this. Okay. Very, very soon, a lot of people are going to be trying to determine what it is that happened. And have you met you met Alice briefly?
Yes, I met Alice very briefly.
Yeah, so you can tell the same sort of flavor that's coming through this portal is like the same sort of magic that seemed to be enveloping her.
Okay, I asked Jasmine if she would rather be on this side of the door or inside of the door.
I can do either. I prefer this side, but...
Cool. Mr. GM, please take a D10 to the trouble pool.
Okay. And about this time, Vasily, you show up.
With an entourage.
Yeah, so you see several cars start to pull up.
And
well,
sorry.
I'm gonna make a tornado.
And she kind of holds up her hand. She goes, no, these are the people that are okay to be here.
Okay. No tornado yet. But that's why you're taking that D10, and that's how I'm going to keep people out of here.
Okay.
To make a tornado.
Okay, so the weather starts to get a lot worse. And there is, as you show up, the weather starts to get extremely bad.
Goodness. Well, may you live in interesting times. Ah, Jasmine, it's been far too long. It's Vasily, over here.
Vasily, hi. You see Gabriel's there with her.
Gabriel, how are you? I think I actually no, Gabriel's one of my blanks.
You can put him in there if you want, if you think you have it.
No, I'm fine not knowing him and
pretty sure Gabriel would have no idea who this dude is.
Jasmine, who's your friend?
This is Gabriel. Our common employer asked me to asked me to talk to him and bring him in to make sure that this area is untouched by others.
I see. Well, I brought some security of my own, as you no doubt can tell. There's been some interesting things going on here. I just sent a member of my own staff to support Bill in some endeavor or another, and I haven't heard back from him. So it seemed prudent to bring the boys, as it were.
Were they here?
So I was told. This is where I was told to send my employee.
Well, they might have gone through the portal.
I hope it's that simple. He said it would be a fairly short activity.
It should be. We just need to keep... that should have been. Something happened.
Well, would you like me to have my security staff liaise with your security staff?
It's just the two of us.
Well, I mean, you... Yes, whatever.
She looks over at Gabriel. She's like, something may have happened on the other side.
Okay. Would you rather me go investigate that or keep people from going in?
It might be best if we both go. Vasily?
Yes, dear.
Do you want to see the new place we found?
I am bursting with curiosity.
Okay, go ahead. Come with us. You gotta reach to this portal. As far as Vasily is concerned, the place, it's like it essentially be like was it like platform 9.5 in Harry Potter? So it's just it's just a thing, and then she just walks through the wall and disappears.
Magic. I liked it better when the world made sense. And he follows behind.
Okay. There's a moment where you're supposed to hit the wall, and your heart kind of like, what if something's fucked up happening, and then just as you kind of head through it. And Gabriel, do you follow?
Yep.
All right.
There's now a raging tornado protecting the gates to hell, and now walk through the portal.
All right. Alice and White Knight. You guys have come through into part of the White Queen's territory. There's a grotto that the entrance to the portal looks onto. You see the forest sort of stretching out before you. As you guys come through, because of the weird dilations of time, you see Vincent sort of pulling himself up out of the water, sort of down, probably about 40 or 50 feet away from you, and like down and below, as he's been kicked through, hit the water, and then come out on the other side. Time seems to be maybe a little slower here than it is than on Earth. Not much.
Yeah, I said, well, there he is. Go get him. Go. I'm not driving the horse.
Yes.
Lloyd, you're muted if that's what you're talking
Oh, wait a minute. Are you there, Lloyd?
Devin, I am muted. Sorry,
Okay.
guys. What'd you say? I'm also flagging really badly.
Vinny Valentine is down the steps, and Alice is like, come on, kick this thing. Let's go. Get him.
Right, let's do this. Go. Woo!
But what time is it for you?
It's 1 in the morning.
Oh, ow.
Yeah. I'll probably drop off after about 30 minutes or so, but feel free to continue without me. Just that I've got work in the morning, my body is shattered.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll be like, yes, carry on, child, lady. And I'll ride through the portal in the most dramatic way fashionable.
Yeah, so you're through the portal. You see Vincent pulling himself out of the water. But as you come up at the top of a grotto, which is where you came in. There's a small waterfall that goes about 15 feet into a pond, and he's pulling himself out. So time is a little different here. You like in the time between you kicked him through and you guys talked him through, he should have been able to pull himself up. So time's a bit dilated, but not to a huge degree.
Gotcha. So then I will ride along the bank to the other side to face him.
Okay. He's pulling himself up as you guys kind of head down, and he looks up. He's like, "Shit!" And swords kind of come out again.
Are you sure you've not had enough? I assure you, you cannot beat me in my own realm.
That looks between the two of you.
I
It's
beg your
got to
pardon.
go down like this. It will. I'd rather it didn't.
Then perhaps you should put your sword down and surrender like a good man. I assure you, even here, you will even if I am not a ruler of this country. The White Queen will not bring harm to people who do not seek to harm her.
Okay, at this point, Gabriel, Jasmine, and Vasily, you guys come through the portal, and you see there's a man with sort of the two swords out. Some of you may recognize. Jasmine definitely does. Vincent Valentine. As they are talking to the White Knight, and Alice is up on the horse as well.
Yes, I recognize the man that Bill sent, but I don't know the other two, or do I?
I'm eyeballing Jasmine curiously.
I
Jasmine goes,
probably
"That's
haven't noticed.
Jasmine. Is Jasmine and Alice actually met?
Yes, she's my Fey advisor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's Alice. That's Vincent Valentine and Alice.
She's my Bobby from Supernatural.
Yeah. God damn it, Sam Dean! Are you trying to get yourself killed? And that's Alice sitting with someone I don't know.
And the foppish character on the horse?
Let me just double check. I don't think White Knight and Jasmine probably know each other.
Maybe by reputation, if not.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe the reputation.
Yeah, I will say she doesn't because I'm not seeing. Probably because I think the White Knight hasn't been around here too often. There's a few people.
Yeah, he's only met Wayland and Gabriel, and that's about it.
Jasmine.
George Gabriel's like, oh, that's White Knight.
Yeah, and I don't know who that is.
I kind of lean up, kind of closer to the White Knight's like, how fast can we get reinforcements here from your kingdom?
Reinforcements? Why do we necessary for reinforcements?
I have a bad feeling.
Well, we shall find out once this man puts his swords away.
He kind of puts his swords. They're not completely out. We puts them down so they're pointing towards the ground and kind of loose.
I'll look at him again and go, you are in the realm of the White Queen. I am the White Knight. I am her solemn and one of her very trusted guards. Put the sword away. I will not harm you.
He puts them away on his back.
Bestie, I say to the horse as I get off it, please take care of these two. And I'll look around and look around at everyone and be like, well met and welcome to the Gabriel. Gabriel, I didn't see you here.
Bam, bam, bam. I've been trying hard, baby. Trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And it will feel like I feel, baby.
I mean, welcome to Wonderland. Yes.
You shan't be staying long.
Good. I don't really want to stay in Wonderland.
So
Why not? Is it not please you?
I point at the guy in the suit. So is that the clown that hired you to open a gate here? Looking at Vinny.
No. He's someone I talked to about this.
At this point, Gabriel looks at Jasmine and he's like, wait, you're working with Douchebag?
Jasmine, am I here for some other reason than to be insulted by strangers?
Are you talking about him a douchebag or is Vinny a douchebag?
Vinny, obviously.
Vinny and I work for the same person.
You work for the same person as this guy who opened a permanent portal to Wonderland, the place that you know.
A marvelous feat, which I must say I do recommend you for, Sir Tobias Mensa.
Is I just cast some real basic spells. It did the rest of it for me.
Did he
Perhaps
try to kill you like yesterday, Jasmine?
Who are you saying? Who's trying to kill him? Killer?
Vinny.
Vinny.
Tobias, are you all right, man?
Her
We
eyes
haven't
go.
heard from
Her
you
eyes
in a
go.
while.
Things like I think there was maybe a misunderstanding.
I look at Tobias and I go, Tobias, is that your boss?
Yeah. That's Mr. Chelnikov. He runs the company I work for.
Well met, Sir Chamakov. I am the White Knight of Wonderland. It's a pleasure having you in our realm. However, it seems things have happened in uncertain circumstances. Your Tobias, your squire, is under my protection and under my care at the moment as he has opened a portal to Wonderland, and I must take him to the White Queen to see if she can speak to someone capable of such a great and marvelous feat.
It's not marvelous. I told you. It's bad. It's very bad.
Also, it may be bad because Milady Alice has said so.
Jasmine, does this serve our purpose to have Tobias go with this man?
I don't think Tobias matters that much. Tobias has done what he needed to do. He should maybe be let go now.
I don't really think that I'm hearing you right. You just worked with somebody to open a portal to magic permanently when you know it's been draining other realms, including hell, that we've already established.
This is an untapped source of power.
Uh-huh.
This is something that can be used by only those who know how.
Uh-huh. Okay, I turn to the White Knight. I say, you do what you need to do. I am leaving, and I am going to summon as many friends as I can here, which I have some, but not many. And we are going to get this portal closed.
There is no need for that. I shall simply ask the man to close the portal.
Oh, that'll work. Sure. Okay, let's try that.
Do you ask Tobias?
No, I don't ask Tobias. I look at whatever his name is.
Vasily?
Vasily.
Russian.
Yes. Sir Vasily, it seems your portal may possibly be damaging my realm. This is the realm of the White Queen. And as you are named, I believe that makes you responsible. I would like you to close the portal if you can. There is no reason to keep it open unless we need to travel between the worlds, which we are welcome to do.
You said possibly. You are not certain? Perhaps we leave it open until we know for sure.
I do not think you understand. That was not a request.
That was the best answer ever.
You should close the portal so we can close it. We're all going to open as many times as we like. However, if keeping it open would damage the realm, I must insist it's closed.
You have already made threats against me and my people, and yet you asked me to shut the door behind me.
You have entered my realm uninvited.
Your realm? What of this queen you speak of? Perhaps she should be the one making such decisions.
I take a step forward. Are you doing wordplay against me, man? Perhaps you would like me to challenge one of your knights to a fight, right here, to protect my honor and my name.
You should be very careful in what words you choose. They have meaning.
I don't recommend getting into a word fight with the denizen of Wonderland.
Gabriel, is it? Do you know? Actually, I feel like I am speaking too much. I am not the one in charge of this. This is I'm here as part of a favor and dealing with a good friend of mine.
I'm just here to get paid.
Yeah, who is that?
Jasmine? Is it time we educate the girl?
Jasmine's not here! Jasmine's not here!
I guess we'll have to wait.
Yeah, we'll have to wait.
Dog, why are you so cute?
I think it's so you won't eat them when you get hungry.
Fair. That's fair.
Has a fight happened? I use bathroom quick.
We turn to Jasmine.
We turn to Jasmine because he's almost got Visanchi's like, I'm not actually in charge. So I was like, well, who do I need to speak to?
Yeah, basically. Well, actually, no. Alice was like, "Who is in charge?" And I'm like, "Jasmine, is it time to educate the girl?"
Kind of looks. She's like, I don't believe it is. I think right now you're looking at the people who are as close to in charge as you need at this moment.
Then you should close the portal. I have said so again. You can open it anytime you like. This should not be a problem.
Because if you have anyone here who knows how to close the portal, feel free. We certainly don't.
You opened the portal to my realm without knowing how to close it.
Seems kind of reckless.
Well, there's only one way to counter this. You are all going to go see the White Queen. She will know what to do. Sage nod.
Finally, some sense is being said.
I beg your pardon. Was that a power on my honor again?
Was this not what I suggested before you got all ruffled?
I do not seem to be hearing you clearly, I said, taking a step forward. You seem to have words about you, sir. Perhaps you would like to keep them to yourself before I make them become real.
We are keeping your queen waiting.
You guys have fun with the queen. I'm gonna go watch my tornado destroy things.
Gabriel, I insist you come. You have never been to my room, and I must show you a good time.
Oh, please link arms with him. Please link arms with him.
This is one of the very few occasions where I have a chance to show a mortal from the other world what being a Denzian of Wonderland is like. I insist that you come with us.
Well, if you insist.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm gonna take a rain check on that, buddy, and I use the hapless blade to blink the hell out of there.
Okay.
It's pleasure to meet you, Alice. She's gone.
Where are you going to?
I'm gonna try to find the white rabbit.
Okay.
Who's the closest thing I have to a friend around here.
All right. Is everyone else taking off?
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Gabriel to ride with me on the horse, and get the rest of them can walk. I don't care how far the distance is.
Okay.
Yeah, fun fact, I don't really do horses.
Gabriel, it's like riding a what is that infernal device you people have? A bike? It is like riding a bike. Simply just get on here, I'll get behind you. You stay in front, keep your hand on the reins, just do not move, stay still, and we shall ride together.
Okay, so the rest of you are heading to the White Queen?
Mm-hmm.
It would appear so.
Right.
Vasili's taking his cues from Jasmine.
Okay. Jasmine kind of looks, she's like, I'd rather stay behind and keep track of the portal.
Are we expecting someone else?
We're expecting Bill.
Ah. Then yes, we should.
So Jasmine says, I will stay behind and watch the portal.
I stop and I turn the horse around and go, that is not necessary, you shall come with us. You insist on seeing the White Queen, she will want to see all of you.
If there's someone without power to watch the portal, anyone can come through it.
That is a problem that will happen as the portal is now unclosable no matter what we do. I will send some guards to take care of it if I can when I get to the castle. For now, I insist all of you come with me.
At this point, Jasmine. Real quick. It goes, I'm familiar with Wonderland, and I'm familiar with the things that it brings to it. I promise you that I shall. So that counts as one of the extras or the locations. She's used. Has Wonderland been used so far?
Not yet.
Nope.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yes.
I think
I used Wonderland, a different scene.
Okay, so that 3. This will be the last time. So we'll say the first one, which is the 7. 12, 19. If one doesn't watch the portal itself may stray. So I will, for the good of all, remain behind to make sure that none who might come here to threaten take the portal, and I do claim that as a right of one who would defend Wonderland. Oh. I'm coming through on someone else's thing.
Anthony! Fix the thing.
I claim that as someone who would defend Wonderland. She's got a 19.
Oh, okay. So I can't use Wonderland, can I?
Yeah, Wonderland's essentially been used up at this point.
That is so bullshit. I mean, I wish I had my own location of just like the realm or something, but it would be the castle, so it won't be the same. So she was going for 19?
Mm-hmm.
I can't be the 19. There's no way. Wait. Maybe I can if I'm lucky. Okay, so duty. Oh man, hold on. Let me just quickly put down my last relationship, because I just realized I don't have a relationship with the White Queen herself. White Queen relationship.
Feel free to spend your steps.
Because that is the most important one to me by miles, so I'll put that down quickly. If I forget, there we go. And soldier. I can't be a fucking goddamn 19, but I'll fucking try. Because screw her. And I'll say, that is absolute nonsense. I am more than capable of sending guards to keep care of it. You have opened a portal. You've arrived in my realm. I will not let you go unchecked. You have also insisted on seeing my queen, and she will see you all, especially since it seems like your man over there is not the one knowledgeable about how they work, while you are. And I shall make my roll and get 3 ones. Oh, I get an 18, but because I've got my plot point, I'm going to spend it and get a 19, 20, 21, because fuck it. Sometimes got to roll the dice.
Okay. And she... That's odd.
Spending all the goddamn dice that I need. Damn her.
Which is not going to make it. So go ahead and roll stress.
Alright.
As she tries to once more get out of it. She's like, but I insist that I must remain behind to make sure that no one can invade and be here.
Do not question me again, I say, and I deepen my voice.
I just reroll.
Before I do that, I'll stop and take a breath and go, I am sorry. That was uncalled for. I am not used to being questioned by creatures from another realm like this, especially ones that are not knights. Forgive my lack of force and my lack of tact. I'll be more gentler from now on, and I'll decrease my die for stress die roll for her, and gain a plot point for doing that.
Okay. So go ahead and re-roll. Go ahead and roll what your stress stuff would be. So she goes ahead and goes.
When I decrease, I lower my highest die.
Mm-hmm.
So that becomes this, and she takes a D10 stress afraid.
All right. So she's goes ahead and goes along with the rest of you. Alice.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes a little bit of sort of blinking around, finding your places to. Oh, that's why it happened. To find the white rabbit. Kind of in his home, he's going around and think, the Alice. What does it want?
The Alice needs help.
Kind of hops over and looks around. What does the Alice need?
The outside has opened a permanent gate to Wonderland.
No. Gates Wonderland must be guarded well. How did you let this happen?
Because there was a lot of people trying really hard and being very weaselly, including somebody I thought I could trust. So I'm trusting you now.
Right in this case, like eyes just almost almost burning, leaps up on you. It's like, the Alice did this. The Alice let them happen. This is what happens. You are the protector of Wonderland. This is what you do.
What?
And it's like almost practically attacking you. As he's just on you, screaming.
Okay.
Just kill us.
You've never seen the White Rabbit like this before. Like, he's almost in attack mode, and the thing is, he's put it against you at this point.
Alright. I only got 2 days. That sucks. Alright, well, that's what we're gonna roll.
Do you have a relationship with the White Rabbit?
No. I mean, I probably should, but...
If you spend a plot point, you get a D6.
For the scene? Alright, let's do that. Great.
Take a...
Yeah, just unspend it. It's fine. I did my best, okay? It's been a really bad day. Like, portals to hell, and I'm getting my ass kicked constantly, and the blade isn't talking to me anymore. Like, it's shut up. Like, what do you want me to do? I came to you for help.
Take a D6 insecure stress.
Great.
As the White Rabbit's basically nose to nose. The Alice is supposed to protect Wonderland. Perhaps the fact the blade doesn't speak to you is because you're not doing what needs to be done. The portal must be closed.
I agree. Who can do that? Because it isn't me. Who do I need to talk to?
Man, the White Rabbit sounds like a dick.
Queen. A queen could do it.
Which queen?
Any of the queens. The queens hold power. The queens control Wonderland. Some of the queens have opened up other portals. Some of the queens have found other ways in. Queen of Clubs, Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, we're not talking to the Queen of Hearts. No, that's a bad idea. Queen of Clubs is also a bad idea. So that leaves us with the White Queen, right? We can do that. We can talk to her.
That would work. The White Queen, talk to her. Close the portal. Make sure that others can't come through. This portal is known. The fact that this portal is known is bad. It's bad. It's evil. It's wrong.
I think you need to come with me.
No.
I think you do. Because you're the only person that knows about portals here. Like, you know the most.
Know the most, but do not talk to the queens. Queens, I do not talk to the queens. I am too lowly. You are the Alice. The Alice should talk to the queens.
I'm going to try to convince him with the dice again. I don't do well with other things.
You are the Alice.
I mean, a lot.
What's your total?
I'm still gathering dice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, it moved a second. I thought you had rolled.
No,
that was my old die roll.
I am terribly slow at this game. There you go. I think it's your duty as the person who knows the most about the portals to come speak on it. Because if you trust me to speak on it, clearly you've seen things don't go well.
Go ahead and take another D6.
Uh-huh.
Nope, and if you want to spend a die, you can remove a die of that size from the trouble pool. That isn't a die that written down over there.
No, hell with it. I don't like anybody else in this game. They can have the trouble pool.
So it's got
Alice, I'm playing a character that's working with you for once.
Sort of.
he's got
Lloyd, you're the one that adds to the trouble pool the most. Like, you are the critical effect. Like,
he does a lot to add to the trouble pool. So it's a 14 against your 8.
So
face at this point. No, the Alice. The Alice is from outside. The Alice should figure this out. The Alice should do it.
Alright, go ahead and hit me. A D10. That's phenomenal.
I would say take a D10 afraid. Did they give you insecure last time?
You went insecure.
Okay, give her afraid. The Alice doesn't fix this. The Alice has brought destruction. They will know. They will find you.
I mean, on the bright side, look at all this stuff you're getting for the growth pool.
I hate Robert Louis Stevenson, and I walk out of the room.
Robert Louis Stevenson?
Isn't
C.S.
it? No,
Lewis.
No, it's Lewis Carroll.
Lewis Carroll.
Oh, shoot.
You know what? I like that even better. That she doesn't even know she's so bad.
She just goes, "God damn you, Terry Brooks," and then leaves the room.
Yeah, Robert Louis Stevenson is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And Treasure Island.
Yeah, and C.S.
Lewis is Chronicles of
Narnia.
That was the Narnia. I was like, C.S. Lewis.
I told you I'm tired.
Which, if you look up the Chronicles of Narnia, there's some fucked up shit about there about like they're dead from the beginning.
I think you're looking at the last book.
But there's one of them that's actually a flashback. That's essentially like taking place earlier. That the sister is not let into Narnia or effectively heaven because she's used makeup and turned away from innocence.
Narnia isn't heaven, but yes, it's because they reached a level of maturity, and so they're not allowed into this sort of magical, whimsical realm.
Go ahead.
I've seen a lot of stuff saying Narnia is effectively heaven.
Well, there's the last book. They die without realizing it, and so they're in heaven, which is Narnia, but a heavenly version of Narnia where everybody is alive. But, they just don't realize it because it's heaven. And being in heaven, you don't really think about being dead.
I haven't actually read the last Narnia book.
So I've read a bunch of them, but it's been a very long time.
I'm pretty sure I stopped at Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Guys.
I
I think we should focus less on that until we can actually get the Narnia realm in this game.
Narnia's
Which will
coming in
happen
now.
soon.
So I have a rules question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
My healing for a plot point lets me recover my physical stress.
The what?
I have healing as an asset, and it says spend one plot point to recover your own or another's physical stress. Can I do that, or do I need a transition scene?
There's probably injured stress. I think, and then with if you've got.
I have injured stress.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you spend it, it goes away.
Yeah,
Alice has the only stress.
Yeah, you spend it and it goes away.
All right, well, let's do that, because I'm going to get a bunch more of these plot points that aren't going to help me, so let's do that. This one will help me. And I'm going to grab one of these die 8s.
Heal physical and mental trauma, plutonium business. Curing physical wounds might end up in you getting stressed in place of this roll. This ability is died in a situation. This calls upon your talents. Basically spend a plot point, remove another character's... Well, oh, wait, no, you have healing or regeneration?
Healing.
Oh, you probably want healing as other people, regeneration as you.
I sort of wrote it so I could do both, because we sort of wrote our own assets a little bit.
Yeah.
It's an SFX that lets me do it.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to take it away, that's fine.
No, it's fine. We'll go ahead.
Okay.
One of the things you put is to fix Alex. I put that in another place. I should see it. Remember to go through and kind of bring that more in line with the heroic.
Okay.
Shut down the healing power, gain 1 PP, recover power by activating opportunity. Recover your own or another person's physical strength, or step back your own strength. Physical trauma by 1. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I leave.
Okay.
And I guess I head to the White Queen, knowing that this is a terrible idea.
All right. Okay, here's the thing about the White Queen. As you guys are trying to arrive there, this is something the White Knight and Alice are going to be aware of. The White Queen essentially lives backwards in time. The first time the White Queen shows up, or early on rather, she talks about someone who, I closed that one because it was making noise. She talks about someone who is being tried for a crime they're going to eventually commit. So this is one that you would know eventually she's going to be doing. Like, she knows what's happening in the future. She's living backwards, essentially. She's a beautiful woman, blonde hair that's braided along her brow. As you come in, she looks. She's like, "My knight, You have brought these before me. You have brought before me the destruction of Wonderland. The possible destruction of Wonderland. And she looks around and she looks particularly to Alice. Or says like Alice probably arrives roughly the same time as you guys get all brought together. As always, Alice brings with herself chaos. And to a degree, Alice, you would know this. The White Queen has a hard time seeing what's going to happen in the future when you were involved. Like, you upset the order that is part of Wonderland, so you make things so that they're not necessarily set in time the way the White Queen is used to.
I kind of sheepishly grin. Eh.
My knight, tell me what you've come to tell me.
Lloyd?
I am
Lloyd,
muted
can you
again.
hear me?
Fuck. Okay.
Are you
So
going to
I'm
make it?
I'll make it through this part at the very least.
Okay.
I go, my queen, your majesty, your excellence, your beauty.
My knight.
These denizens of another world have opened what may be a permanent portal, as Alice has said, to our realm. They insist on keeping it open and using its energy for their sources. And they also insist on seeing you to discuss this.
Then let them discuss. What do you bring me?
Jasmine? What's the play here? You know this.
Jasmine turns. She's like, I only know that the portal's been opened. I know nothing else.
Are you supposed to bring her a thing?
I'm supposed to keep the portal open.
Well, let me tell you what it's brought. Every time anybody in the other realm opens a portal to a different realm, they slowly drain power from it, strangling it. And that is what all of these people have had a hand in. And I am a humble defender, and such magical powers are beneath me above me, to close that portal. So I need help to do so. But I figured your White Knight would bring these people here so that you could mete out justice or discuss. I'm only here because I need help closing it, because it's going to kill everything here, slowly.
It cannot be closed from this side. The portal comes from the other world, and the other world that must be stopped.
My apologies, Your Majesty. We need the portal left open for the person of whom set us forth on this endeavor, who really is the one you should be speaking to, has not yet arrived. Had the portal closed, you would not be able to speak with him. We hope he arrives shortly.
Then this is perhaps the man who can close the portal.
Possibly. I cannot say what is within his capabilities.
For all I know, they're making it up because they haven't mentioned who this person is. They might be trying to stall.
Which kind of looks over at some of the rest of you.
I think that we should leave the portal open for exactly 2 days to test its effects on Wonderland.
Says somebody whose house this isn't. Like, you can just go back and be like, oh, Wonderland's destroyed. That's terrible. And you can go back to your whatever you do. Be a beach bum or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Beach bum, motherfucker.
I would beseech your grace to hold these people and to ensure that they do not stall any attempts that I might make on the other side to close that portal. As ridiculous as those attempts may be.
Do you know how to stop the portal?
Nope. I tried to get somebody who knows portals here to help me, and he was very agitated. So, and then my next step would have been going to her, and I point at Jasmine, and as you can see, she probably wouldn't help me at this point.
Jasmine kind of shrugged. She's like, I didn't open it.
And yet, here we all are. You're working for somebody who made it happen. Your own words.
So you may want to talk to him, but the portal's been opened. Opening a portal is not an easy thing.
Alright, I'm attacking her. Not physically. I'm going full-on bitch mode on her.
Fuck you!
Yeah,
And don't forget, you can use her stress against her.
She must be like super
no
afraid.
stress.
Yeah, she's got a D10 afraid.
Oh, well,
Because
let
she
me grab
dared
that
to
real
look
quick.
back to me in my own realm. How dare her? I'm like, come with me. She's like, no. I'm like, fuck you, bitch. Okay. Yeah, I'm not speaking because I'm in the presence of the White Queen. I don't speak while she's here unless I have to. So I'm just standing there with my head bowed because
I am spending a plot point to get my Fey heritage involved too.
Get a plot point?
How reckless can you be when you yell at me for small trivial things like using my powers of manipulation on probability to throw your hands up and go, I guess there's a portal to Wonderland. You're a terrible teacher.
Okay, so you got a 12 against her 10. And she's like, Bill did it. Bill's the one that made sure it happened.
Bill? God damn Bill.
You want to roll your,
at which point I perk up my head.
you want to roll your stress?
Yeah, hell yeah, I want to roll stress.
As she says, I look for her. I go, wait, Bill Pullman from the
D8 insecure?
Yep.
Poor Jasmine. She's not having a good day either.
She's getting her ass whooped everywhere. This happens a lot. Like the one NPC will go against like 2 players and just get their ass whooped, and they'll start the next game with like all the stress in the world. I will lean into Alice and be like, "Wait, did you say Bill Pullman?
Yeah, and I say it loud. Yeah, Bill Pullman.
Wait, from Independence Day?
You guys need like TiVo down here. Oh my god.
Wait, is that who's supposed to be paying me?
I love that movie.
He's destroying your realm. Get the DVD and help me stop him. Like now.
I saw it the last time I came up to the surface. It was really good. Wayland showed it to me.
My queen, if you give me a chance to persuade Bill Pullman, I will do what I can to close this portal. But I think that his people, especially that one, I point at Vinnie Valentine, are going to most likely try to stop me.
Milady,
Oh,
I
yeah,
believe
that
Bill
was a
Pullman
bit.
is a man of strange repute. But a man who helps defend America cannot possibly be such as evil as everyone makes him out to sound like.
All right, now I'm
Perhaps we
attacking
should
him.
bring him.
I'm
Make your roll there. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. Be right back.
Just like, fuck everything. Alice has had enough of everyone's shit.
I think Alice is the one not having the best day.
We just need to speak to him. A man who defended America cannot possibly be evil.
Like, you know that that's a movie, right? And he didn't actually defend America?
Wait, so Will Smith doesn't have a sweet child? And
What?
that kid on the Lost World didn't actually do those flips to kick the dinosaur?
Yeah, no, man. Movies are all fictional.
What kind of sorcery is this?
I'm spending on the plot point. The hell with this.
So this is like, fuck everything!
It's called acting.
Oh my! I've never heard of that.
Great, that's massive. I'm spending another one. I'm gonna make it 13.
You really wanted to know? You really wanted
She's had it. She's having a meltdown.
Alice is 100% done with everything.
You have no idea what the other world is. It's a play. He plays at being a good guy, and apparently he's a giant jerk. And you need to be smarter than that if you're going to defend her lady's realm.
Well, I mean,
Wake
I don't know about jerk. He is paying me $20,000.
I'm not talking to you. I will deal with you in due time. So.
Is it now your goal to just verbally attack everyone in the room?
No, not really. But everybody's asking for it.
I think normally I let you slide, but I really like Bill Pullman. And I think it's really great. So I have to literally stand against this.
Are you still beating the shit out of each other?
Yes, we are. I demand any stress dice I get is angry at this point.
I mean,
Say Bill Pullman.
He's not hurting my planet, and he's paying.
Can I spend a plot point to have Bill Pullman arrive?
Not yet. He'll be on. He's still in Vancouver.
Can I have a plot point for him to walk into the Hellgate instead?
What's this one do? Fuck.
So I'm gonna go glory. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna challenge my idea of Alice because I always considered her a lady, and she's not being very ladylike right now.
Girl.
Perhaps the stress of the situation and her fears for Wonderland have driven her to distraction.
I don't know who that guy is, but he's sleazy, and he should definitely be arrested. We can have a conversation about everybody else.
I look over, I go, I agree with that one. However, Alice, this is Bill Pullman.
Your Majesty, I fear I do not know your relationship with the child, but clearly she is quite distraught.
I understand. I'm with you. I understand that things are difficult, but this might be our chance to find out what the true story is. If this man is in charge and he's coming here, why do we not just bring him up to the Queen to speak to him? I suggest we wait for the portal until Bill Pullman himself turns up, and we speak to him, my Queen, and then we find out what's happening. And I go for the 15.
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, but you got to be my second roll before I have to worry about that.
Oh, I got to roll again.
Yeah, so his action now becomes the his reaction becomes the action total.
So there we go.
Okay. I'm about out of plot points, so I will just try what I had before. Except I do not get Fey Heritage again, so we'll pick that up. Yeah, that's a no.
All right. Oh, I didn't even roll your stress in the last thing. Never mind. So I go, as I say this, I go, there's no reason to be upset. This is just one time that we will just have to work together, Alice. If you're there, you can protect us, so he doesn't do anything weird, and we can bring him to the Queen, and everything will be resolved. And when I deal stress, I decrease it by 1, but you still take... Oh, there we go. I decrease it, but when I choose which one I want to use, I'll use the D6. So take D6 angry stress.
I turn, my face turns red, and I look at the Queen, and I shake my head and go, someone has to stop this guy. And if you want me to work with your knight to do so, that's fine. but we need to leave right now.
He is entrusted to stop all those who harm our realm.
I will put Bill Pullman to the sword, even if he is very good in a fighter pilot.
You're gonna have to beat me to it.
I will put Bill Pullman to the sword. Fuck you, Bill Pullman!
Bill Pullman has never been a fighter pilot.
See, I just want Bill Pullman here now, charming the pants off the White Queen.
He turns up, he's like, "Hey girl, what's up?"
Hey, you're the White Queen. Hi.
He shows up with a paycheck, he can charm me out of my pants too.
I'm Bill Pullman.
Perhaps you and I should go somewhere and discuss what's happening.
I don't have enough plot points for a Bill Pullman fight. I spent them all on Lloyd.
Okay, just so you know, you're the one attacking me. I just agree with you.
Nobody's agreeing fast enough for me.
For once, I'm not the center of conflict. You are. It's not me this time.
I love how Bill Pullman is this elemental force pushing on everything even when he's not here.
He's the mastermind, yo.
But yeah, we'll wait and see what the queen says.
Yeah. So the queen's. If the, what is the knight decided?
That we wait for Bill Pullman to turn up, and when he does, we bring him to the queen, and then we speak to him. But until then, we hold these people prisoner.
Yeah. She's like, then, if that is what my knight has decided, that is what must be done. Bill Pullman must pay for what it is that he is doing.
And what exactly is he doing? How is a portal, a door, a gate destroying your realm?
Ancient gypsy curse.
The gate, as of yet, is not. But if those who discover how to use this power, how to take it, how to harness it, then we shall be destroyed.
I would insist that we place the people here in the in residence of their duty. We place, well, except maybe that one. He can go to the cells. The rest of them can be placed fine, and I will take care of Gabriel myself.
You should probably put Tobias in a cell too.
I agree. No, wait, Tobias is a man of good repute, and he is no longer of this man's service. I suggest we make him the new Colchester.
Tobias does not belong to this realm. He is of elsewhere.
So am I to understand that if ever a gate is created and maintained, this realm will be destroyed?
This realm is endangered if ever a gate is created and maintained. It's not necessarily destroyed. We risk much.
I mean, have you seen what happened to Hell when people started opening gates there? It's not pretty, man. Demons are running around all willy-nilly. They don't have any bosses. They're pretty fun to punch in the face, though.
Well, then, I fear to say this, Your Majesty, but today, tomorrow, a year from now, there will be more gates. Whether by us or any others. Once knowledge of your realm becomes more prevalent, others will come.
If that happens, then we die.
So you should probably ensure that the people that are here that have that knowledge don't leave.
We are not alone in this knowledge.
I know. Once Bill Pullman's here, we can throw him in a cell next to you, Chuckles.
But if we could find out, others could too.
That's why
I
there's
think
other people that have to stop that.
you must find another path. This is at best a delaying action. At best.
Milady, the man speaks the truth. If Bill Pullman is to come through and he is the mastermind behind all this, perhaps he can tell us more.
It seems that you need a partner. One who is beyond your realm but shares an interest.
And would you be this partner you're speaking of?
Potentially, I cannot make many promises since I am very much in the dark myself. But I know both opportunity and danger when I see it.
Then you must talk to this Bill Pullman. You must let him know that if he brings people in here, our realm may be destroyed and we may have to fight. And bringing the full force of Wonderland against others may lead to much death and destruction.
I do not doubt this.
Now you're talking my language.
But, my lady, as a wise ruler, you must know that any war brings death and destruction to all participants.
It does. However, there's a difference between a war and a slow leaching poison that takes from who we are.
Indeed, one kills you quickly, one is very slow.
And we would rather a quick, sure death than one that comes upon us when we do not look.
Noted.
Nobody needs to die. We just need to shut this portal. That's all we need to do. So let's go get Bill Pullman and make him shut it. Are we good on that? I'm looking at the White Knight.
I believe that is fine. If we are to take this man with us as a medium between him and the Queen, that is to be done too.
Well, then we shall return to our realm and contact Bill Pullman.
I believe Bill Pullman was coming here. Was he not?
Perhaps, but not... We believed him to, but clearly not with the alacrity necessary.
Then we should wait here for him. I believe Gabriel would like a chance to look around the Queen, what's called the realm, and I'll have a wonderful chance to show him around.
You could show
by
him
all
dungeons
means.
because he was part of the whole plan.
By all means.
No, I wasn't.
Entertain Gabriel.
Yes.
I merely suggest that I return to my realm so that I may, let Bill Pullman know that he is needed.
My Queen, we do not know if these people will ever come back if we let them to the realm. I suggest that we wait for Bill Pullman here with Gabriel and the lady and the man.
Someone needs to take down the barrier to the portal.
The barrier to the portal?
Yeah.
There's a tornado going around out there.
Yeah. I blocked off the entrance to the place where the portal is with the tornado.
That is such a smart idea.
Yeah.
Well, it's not right on it, but it's in that area, so it's driving people off.
Like, yeah, you probably shouldn't go there. There is a tornado.
Then you must go back, Gabriel. Otherwise, Bill Pullman will not be able to come here, I suppose.
That would be counterproductive to solving this whole kerfuffle.
Oh.
Indeed, it's entirely possible Bill Pullman has already attempted to return and been blocked.
That is a shame.
Well, most of you know that like time seems to dilate a bit here, and Alice would be the one most familiar with it. Time goes a bit slower here, so like you can be here for a long time, but you'll come out at a shorter time on Earth. He has to fly back from Vancouver, which is going to take a while. He probably won't be here until the next day, which in Wonderland terms is probably a few.
Oh, so we have time. Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to happen like immediately.
Oh, well then I am not in any particular rush.
Well, then we should spend a day in the Queen's courts. The Queen's courts. I shall show you around, Gabriel. And I shall receive rooms, and you shall receive hospitality for all of you,
My lady,
even Tobias.
May I take your leave?
I look at the Queen.
Dog, why are you sniffing my face? Go away.
She goes, my knight, if you wish to keep them here, you can. If you wish to secure the portal, you may do that as well. However, the portal must be secured.
I will camp on it night and day. I will ensure some of my men are on it, and after I have shown Gabriel and these people around the courts, I myself shall go there and stay guard.
You have the run of my courts, my knight.
Your Excellency. I'll give a bow, and I'll motion for everyone to follow me.
I blink away. I'm so pissed. As soon as she said, "I don't care where you go," I'm leaving.
I'm going to make sure that Jasmine, Tobias, and Versace.
Versace.
What the fuck is his name?
Vasily.
Is this what you're wearing? Really?
Vasily. I'll make sure Vasily all get nice rooms with guards on them.
Okay.
And then I shall take Gabriel on a tour of the courts.
We're gonna kill Wonderland, but we're gonna have the best shoes ever. How does that sound?
Well, shoes are nice. You can buy a lot of nice shoes with $20,000.
Gabriel, before I leave you in the courts and head off to guard the portal, let me show you around and make sure you see what's around and available and how Wonderland works. If you would like to.
So
God's
are
an
you
avid
locking up? Are you
sportsman.
locking up the rest of them, or just?
No,
They're not being locked up. They've been given nice lavish rooms where they can stay. They've been given a steward who will help them out, but they're on guard every single day.
So they're in white-collar prison.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just waiting for Bill Pullman or someone to show up. I will say, as you're showing, show Gabriel around the court.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll see. Is he doing that? Like, Alice is Alice the only one who has stress right now?
She and also Jasmine.
Alice,
Yes.
and Jasmine. Alice, do you want to do a stress relief scene to try to get rid of some of yours?
I have no friends.
Well, I mean, Jasmine is here with. Jasmine is here with.
I'm not talking to that bitch. No.
So who else is here with you?
Actually, the White Knight will gladly help Alice lose stress because he'd like her advice on something.
I think the only thing that would possibly help is the hapless blade.
Okay.
So.
or if Leo's character was here, I think he's kind of your friend.
Yeah. He's
White Knight has listened to everything you say.
You didn't agree fast enough for her life.
So,
Bill Pullman. Got charmed by Bill Pullman.
I have
The
gone out of
dude
my
who's working
way.
for the jackass. He's
Alice is
So I'm saying,
an impatient, moody teenage girl.
So is anyone fighting, going like staying at the White Queen's place?
I'm gonna
Please
try to
fight it.
talk to her more about what this whole like disrupting what we are thing means.
Okay, Alice.
Oh yeah, I'm not staying here.
Okay. Are you talking to your blade to try to help your stress?
Just sitting in a tree, sort of emo, looking at the blade, going, "I have no friends."
Alice, you got me, baby.
Like I try to stop portals. White rabbits don't want to hear it. Like
This is what you've forgotten, Alice. You're listening to insanity. This is Wonderland. Things have their own logic here. You have to override it. That's what you do. You're the Alice. You're the sanity in Wonderland.
there's no talking to these people.
I'll tell you this. Is there any keeping you anywhere you don't want to be?
No.
Well, where we going, baby?
I'm gonna go kick Bill Pullman's ass.
Let's kick Let's kill Independence Day.
Let's stop independence.
Go ahead, roll your stress.
All right.
Which one would you like to get rid of?
Afraid.
Okay.
I don't want to be afraid anymore.
Let's stop independence.
Let's kick Independence Day's ass.
All right. So what do I roll? Just the D10?
You roll your total stress.
Oh.
So
okay.
2d6 and plus 1d10. And I made up some stats for the sword. Which it handily beat what you rolled. Go ahead and get rid of your D8 or D10 stress. That goes into your growth pool.
Doug, you are 100% drooling all over my life.
That's so cute. So
Here's a reminder, Alice. Nothing can keep you anywhere you don't want to be in Wonderland. Let's go. You want to go back to the portal?
Yeah, let's go back.
Whoop. All right. So, Vasily, you want to talk to the White Queen?
Yeah. He is intrigued by this whole identity as a damageable state of being.
Okay. So the White Queen is in her court, and she's like, "Yes, Chelnikov, Chelnikov."
Versace.
Indeed, my lady. You've spoken of the greatest fear to be slowly poisoned, killed, not literally but figuratively.
No, literally. What there is that's out there may take from us great amounts.
And what exactly do you fear being taken?
Who we are, what we are, the power.
So you are the power. The power is you.
I am part of the power. Many here are part of it. If you allow this to happen, you take from Wonderland what it is that we are. You've seen what's happened to the Infernal Realms and their demons?
You'll forgive me, I do not weep for demons.
Ah, but we are such as demons for our realm. What are you? If we could take from you somehow.
Are you so certain you have not already?
We
I
have
have
not.
heard reports of you and yours in our realm. Causing havoc, causing mayhem.
The other queens have sent people in, but humans are alone. They're apart. You have no touch of magic in you.
Ah, but we were not left apart, were we?
Nothing can be taken from you. Oh, doggy. Doggy!
Oh, but
He's
things
grumpy because
can
I
and
keep.
are taken from us. And because of that, we have learned how to take in turn.
Humans are shells. You are not connected to this world. You are a thing alone, not connected. You don't know what it is to be like we are, a part of the whole.
And perhaps that is what we seek.
Kind of looks at your face for a moment. Just so lonely. So apart. I weep for you.
The White Queen is kind of creepy.
It touches your face a bit.
Mm.
You can only feel my skin. You feel nothing else. The others who you are with, they know more than you do. They feel the world as it is.
Yes, but my queen, I am a molder of worlds. You are molded by it.
No. Not a molder. You are a destroyer. You come to take. You do not know how to give.
That's what she said.
I like some reciprocation!
Fine, let me loosen up my jaw.
Let me brush my teeth first.
Sorry, derail. Destruction can be creation. From the old can be born new.
No.
No?
You would
Or
lay
is it
us-
that you simply do not know how?
No, you lay us low and from our bones make new tools. But
Is
you are
that
not...
Is that not new? Is that not new worlds?
No, that is the way of humans. Humans come and what they leave in their wake is destruction. That's all you are.
And yet you do not even have a wake, is what you are saying.
She kind of laughs.
You
She's like,
simply float forever.
I don't know. There was a time when all of the gods gathered around all of the people that were. And each of them chose, and you were chosen by destruction.
Ah, so you say it is in our nature as it is in yours. Is this a test of natures? Is that what you call this?
This is what you don't understand. We were not there when the decision was made. There was one of you who was different enough that he made us. He created us. We have a birth. We were not always as the rest of you were.
Interesting. Is there the chance of others such as he?
And there's a moment, and you feel like a slice come across your face, and then almost like a stitching happen above it, and it sort of fades. One more demiurge. One more.
What?
There's another demiurge out there. She has created. And there's a moment where, again, you feel like it's almost like your chest is split in two. And it physically hurts. And then you can kind of feel something bringing you back together. Like there's a sharp stabbing pain along the line. And like if you go to check, there's no scar on you when it's finished, but you feel like something has been stitched, and it fades away from you.
Is it you doing this?
No, it's the other demiurge. There's another. And she kind of holds for a moment, and again through your throat, like your head feels separate for a second before it sort of comes back. We talk of the other demiurge. There's only two. Hours of madness, and hers of progress.
Shit, if I were Vasily, I would stop talking about this. This sounds painful.
No, there's power to be had.
Hers was progress, ours was madness.
Hers was or hers is?
It exists still, but it's and so you feel again like your body feels like it doesn't belong to you for a moment, and then it kind of comes back, and like again there's like a pain rips through you. Hers exists, but hers is one.
And this is not you in your realm doing this.
No. The world began, and there were two other beginnings since the beginning of the world. One was ours. He created madness. She created progress.
You say it, J.K. Rowling?
Oh God, Ayn Rand.
Oh God! She has created the Republican Party.
Guys, don't worry. It's actually a guy. It's a Lord of the Rings books. They're real now. You can go there. Imagine the tourist trap it would be.
I would be okay with that.
There is a problem with the Lord of the Rings theory.
Which one?
Well, something the White Queen said basically makes it so it's not the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, she said
Yeah.
she.
I know, I was just kidding. But carry on.
Very well. Thank you for your wisdom. And Vasily's gonna, head back to ponder what he's been told.
She kind of nods and sort of floats back up into the air, and you see that she's again floating in the air, and you can almost feel there's something around her that almost makes your mind snap. This whole place, this whole realm feels mad, feels crazy.
Oh, it is Wonderland. That's how Wonderland do.
Mm-hmm.
Why is my toe in your mouth, dog?
I didn't know you were into that.
I'm not.
Okay, so anything with Gabriel and the White Knight?
I'm going on my date. I'm going on my tour of the castle. And I'm just showing him around. And this is where I train. Those are the swords I train with, and those are the swords I sometimes fight with. Those are the swords I joust with. Those are the swords I keep around the house. Those are the swords. A man must keep himself armed. It's important in our lives. And I can summon these swords, and my armor, and my steed, and my shield, wherever I am, as long as I have the Queen's blessing.
It's pretty cool. I can summon weapons too.
I've heard. It's pretty amazing what you can do. I would love you to show me your powers someday.
I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long.
Would you like me to
And
escort
if
you to
you
your room
feel
so you can get some sleep?
I you, baby,
Yeah,
come
it's
on.
been a long day.
Oh, come
I
on.
understand.
Ooh.
I will take you to your room.
Let's
And
get it on.
I'll
Oh, baby. Let's get it on.
I'll gently lead him to his room outside his door, and I'll be like, I hope you have a good night.
Sugar,
Yeah,
let's
thanks.
get
Have fun
on.
guarding the portal.
Yes, I will. If you need anything, let me know.
Just
Yeah,
say
will do.
Excellent. I will
understand.
be here. There'll be a guard on the door who will come and get me no matter where I am.
You got to be
Okay.
here.
Just making
Yes,
sure.
please.
Have a good day. Night.
There's nothing wrong with me loving you. Baby, not at all. So giving yourself to me can never be wrong.
You're such a
If
dork.
love is true, oh baby.
Okay, you're still going on this. Alright, as soon as he leaves, I do that obvious man thing where I bang my head against the wall a few times, and then I go off to go take a bottle.
Okay. Aw.
And now, me and Mrs. Jones.
Me and Mrs. That's right.
Mrs. Jones.
The funny thing was, my whole boss was she's now just a teacher where we teach, but they got rid of like department chairs probably because of her. And like, I'm not even kidding, but like her name is Mrs. Jones, and there was a joke that we did karaoke one night, and someone's like, "You should sing Me and Mrs. Jones." I'm like, "No, that is not gonna happen." I'll
You
sing a lot of
told us
Motown, not that.
That sounds like it came from inside the house.
I am literally.
Run! Run! It's in the house!
The car is inside the house. Get out!
Like, when I say I live on the busiest street in Fairbanks, I mean, like, I live.
In an overhang?
In a busy street.
Are you
live-
actually the streets?
I live across the street from 3 bars. In a place where there's nothing else to do other than drink.
A lot of big trucks at those bars.
So, you're in Alaskan heaven?
Yeah, pretty much. But it's also super busy, and my windows are open because it's hot as fuck.
Did you know Alaska has the shortest commute? Does the most people walk to work?
Like, not like by volume, but by per capita or something?
Per capita, like more people walk to work in Alaska than anywhere else.
I would love to work in Alaska. I think I'll do well in Alaska. I'd love to live
Well,
there one day.
you know, Lloyd, if you start now, you know.
Well, I mean, Lloyd, I will gladly switch residences with you.
Are we gonna switch boyfriends too?
Sure.
Aww. Oh, you moved to Alaska with your boyfriend. Don't switch him for Lloyd's.
I mean, I would like one with an accent.
Oh, you are such a basic bitch.
I hate to break it to you, yours has an accent, it's just one you used to.
Oh, you are
Which
a
is
terrible
lame.
person.
Oh my god, I'm so tired.
Okay.
I can't sleep.
I am currently being a chew toy.
Can I whip Bo Pullman's ass now?
Well, it seems like we're about at 8 o'clock. It seems like we're probably at a good place to call it for the evening before we get to next week.
Yeah, it's great. I only get like 4 hours sleep. That's cool. I can do this.
I will say this. If you don't want to use your growth pool, go ahead and write it down on the character sheet itself and not on the main page. So if you want to save it for the next time, but everyone add 2d10 to your growth pool.
I will
wait,
say that in turn.
So
Of
you
your
use
main character or who you're playing?
the character you're playing right now. If you want to use that 2d10, you can. If you want to save it for them to have more time to advance, that's fine as well.
My stuff's all jacked up, so I don't.
I mean, I'm playing a character that is probably gonna get played very once every few weeks, so I don't see why I shouldn't use my growth pool.
Okay. So if you have something you want to do for the growth pool, we can. And I also put a thing up in the main thing. Like if there's people someone thinks they want to play next week, considering you guys know where we're at, though. Leo and Leo and Eric won't be entirely sure.
Yeah.
But you can kind of put ahead of time. If you know ahead of time, it'll be easier for me to sort of look up stuff. But this one was kind of moving towards some things from what happened the last time.
Mm-hmm.
This was mainly moving towards kicking Bill Pullman's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
So
next week could be dealing with the stuff that's outside of here.
Yeah,
Like
because
what's happening in real life.
it could be some characters in here and some characters out. If anyone want to use their growth pool today?
I still haven't used mine from last time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine holding
I
off.
need help.
Okay, I would say this. Add 2d10 from last time. So what we had last time, go ahead and add 2d10. And do you want to use it now or do you want to wait?
I don't know. Like, it's not good.
Okay, I made a note, and I'm going to try to remember this, to actually do something with Alice tomorrow. I'm going to leave that up, and I'm going to go ahead and put a note from. I'm going to email myself right now to go ahead and fix Alice so she's more like. Because I've got a couple things I need to take care of tomorrow for other things as well. I'll put on a to-do list. Alice, hotel reservations. Put that to-do list. So tomorrow I should have that. I should get to that and get that fixed more towards your heroic character.
I mean, I've got all the growth pool stuff written down on the character sheet, so we could figure it out.
But do you want to wait till next time you play her maybe to do it, or do you want to try it now?
I would rather now.
Okay, what do you want to increase?
I don't know. But I don't understand what the question is.
Well, part of it is you asked me to go through and fix her, and I forgot to do that.
Well, I don't necessarily mean. It's more like you said that tying it to the blade would make it cost less.
Because it's gear. No, it's because it's gear. So abilities that are not gear cost D12, but abilities that are gear are a D8. So if you want to add like a teleport.
Yeah, that's.
Okay. So my roll right here is a 6.
Okay, so
if you roll your growth pool.
I'm gonna pick some.
Because if it's gear or locations are a D8 as opposed to a D12, which is an ability that's not gear. So like the blink the teleport, for example.
Mm-hmm. So let's just do that. We should be able to save one of them for the next time.
Okay, so we'll do this. Let's say you take that 7.
Mm-hmm.
You have. We'll do this for people. You have 2d10 left. Do you want to spend that 2? So right now you have a d4, say teleport. Is that what you want to add, or you want to add something else?
Yeah,
so
that's.
You have a d4 teleport. Do you want to add something else to your character, or do you want to increase something else? Because you'll have 2d10 left over.
Well, I don't have flight in this game.
Okay, so we'll do a flight, maybe at a d4. So I'm going to roll. That's also with your blade?
No, that one's with me, so that's going to be the...
That's with you? So that would be a d8 plus a d12. So I rolled like shit. I rolled a 7. So roll your 2d10.
How do I still have 2d10 left?
We're just going to take away that, say, 7 to beat my 6.
Okay.
We can go ahead and do that, because your characters are not necessarily played every single time. So we can go ahead and use it. So you can actually use individual dice to raise, or pairs.
I've got more. Like I said, I didn't use the growth pool from last time.
Okay. So 7, or I'm sorry, that's mine.
So I got to be a 7 or I got to be a 5?
You got to be a 7.
Okay.
So roll your 2d10.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you did that. So you now have a d4, d4 teleport, d4 flight.
Okay.
And I'll go through and I'll make some changes to that. Anybody else want to use their growth pool?
I'm tempted to use mine, but I don't know what to use it on yet.
I'll
leave it for now. I'm not quite sure what I would use it on, but I probably should use it because this character doesn't get played very often. If I just save it, it'll be wasted.
Well, I would say the thing is go ahead and, if you don't use it, go ahead and put a 2d10 for everybody gets 2d10 on top of anything else you have.
Yeah, I'll leave it for next time.
Yeah, so what we can do is if we want at the beginning, we can use it, or we can decide if we use other characters. So each session, I'll give you 2d10 plus anything you have as far as growth pool and such goes, that you can then use. You can either save it up and then raise things, or you can raise things tonight.
Either way, my body is shutting down, so I'm gonna get some sleep.
Okay.
Good
night,
night,
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Good night, guys.
And if you know who you'd like to use on the next session, I've gone ahead and put a thing in the little forums for it. So if you want to go ahead and put like I'd like to play this character, if you decide who you'd like to play, it makes it easier for me to look through and decide. Okay, here's some things that could happen. But we're also if we get to the time and go here are the people we'll use, I'll work to kind of spring them all together.
Jesse, are you gonna want to play VJ?
I'm actually thinking about it because, frankly, I feel like he hasn't really been proactive. He's been too responsive. So I think he needs to start building some of his own story, if that makes sense.
Cool.
Yeah, we also need. We should at least have two major characters. In
Wait a
the rest
minute.
face-off
We haven't had
characters.
the face-off between Lloyd's character and my character yet.
We still haven't had a Wayland VJ character fight off yet, have we?
That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
We are due.
Yeah.
It's about time we faced off, and I got to fight the big robot thing and go, what the fuck is this thing, and why is it kicking my ass?
Yeah, Mr. Doorbreaker.
I think if that's the case, I'd play Sammy again.
Okay, so if you know what you want to do, go ahead and put it on that forum. The nice thing, I think at this point we can kind of choose who we want to play each time, so we can kind of play around with the characters that we've created.
That sounds fair.
Which
So
should be
yeah,
cool.
next week is the Wayland VJ face-off. But I don't know if it's Wayland VJ or Wayland versus Robot Guy. We'll figure it out when the time comes.
Well, in that case, that's happening next week, and I totally know who I want to play.
What are you playing as?
Anthony.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Anthony's turning up. He's like, yeah. So it'll be VJ versus Wayland and Anthony versus Samantha. We've got the teams down.
Well, I can't remember. Anthony? Is he a character?
Yep.
That's Wayland's paramedic partner.
Oh, Anthony Brom. Yeah, you're the guy that works with you on the. Oh, cool. Okay.
Guy that tackles people just for the fuck of it.
Yep. Yeah. So basically, we're getting to the point where we can kind of look at who we want to play. So like, if this is all taking place here, a lot of the next one might take place outside of the Wonderland stuff, and then we can kind of bring them, like, get back in and move some people into there, and so we can we have a lot more freedom now with what we want to play with.
True.
So cool. Well, I will see you guys next weekend.
All right.
Okay. Good night.
Y'all have a good one.
Dude.
Later.